Sam, it feels like it's a long time since you played a football match as a team. Would you agree with that? Is it felt like a long fortnight?
Yeah, it has. I mean, we got a good break as well, so it feels even longer than normal. But I think that it's done the lads well. We've come back and we've had a good rest, and we're raring to go.
The mental strain as well as the physical strain in the Championship, though, is something else. To have that like moment to catch your breath must be useful.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on every game, and every game is a lot harder than it is in League One. So, yeah, mentally it is a lot harder as well. So, no, you're bang on, really.
The story of the season so far has been a little bit of inconsistency and quite a lot of narrow defeats. Is that something that you've been talking about while we've had the sort of period without games?
Yeah, I mean, we know that, and we have spoken about that. And I mean, finding consistency is probably our biggest thing we have to focus on. I think you look at last year, I think when the manager come in, I think that's what the big thing we had was we were consistently hard to beat, and we picked up good results from doing that. So if we can get back to doing that and back to basics, really, I think we'll start picking up points and heading more in the right direction.
Just having a look at the next month, I mean, before Christmas there are 7 games. It's going to be quite rapid fire with no international break to break things up. Yeah. How do you view that?
Well, it's the same every year, isn't it? We know that we've got a lot of experience in the group to know that's what we've got ahead. I think that's the reason why we've had a good few days off to prepare our bodies and prepare our minds for that period, and we're fully ready for that. And it starts this week with a really tough week, but one that we're looking forward to.
You personally this season, it's been another Sam Long season where into the team you come, might be 1 or 2 or 3 different positions, and largely you just deal with it. Does that become easier?
Yes and no. But you know what I'm like, you've known me for a long time now. I just get on with it, like you say, and as long as I'm helping the team and making sure I'm in the best possible shape I can be in and ready to play, and wherever I'm called upon, I'm happy to do that. And I mean, our results on a Saturday is the most important thing to me, so I don't care where I play.
And I've actually seen you when you haven't played, and you look just as chuffed if Oxford win as if you played, so I can vouch for that. But also, is there, like, in yourself, do you have, because of your experience, because you know you can, do you trust yourself more when you come into the team that you're not going to have to spend time finding your feet or wondering whether you're up to it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I know what the game's like now. Maybe a good few years ago I'd have been a bit more needing a bit more time, but I think everyone knows in this building their job roles, and obviously for me, because I can play in so many different positions, I know I need to keep myself sharp in all departments, really. And I mean, this year I've played, I don't know what I've played, 6 different positions, 5 positions, I lost count, really. But as long as I'm helping the team in a positive way, then that's all that matters, really.
And when you broke into the Oxford team in League 2, did you ever think, do you know what, I could be a Championship player?
I think you've always got to back yourself. I mean, in League, it was a long way off, really, and playing a lot different style of football, and there's been a lot of people come and go. But I always backed myself to be able to play at a higher level, and I'm really thankful that I've proved to myself that I can do that.
And if you look back over the teammates that you had there, we were discussing on our podcast, there's a discussion about would you have picked Sam Long to be the one that was still at the club and the club was in the Championship. You've proved quite a few people wrong along the way.
Yeah, I mean, I have, but look, football's a game of opinions, and everyone's going to have an opinion, whether they're working football or they're a fan, and that's fine. I mean, all I know is I work 100% every game. I work as hard as I can to try and extract as much out of my performance and physical and technical abilities, and I like to think I've done that, and I keep improving. I'm playing with better players as well now, so and against better players. So you're only going to improve more and more every time you step onto the field. So I'd like to think I've improved a lot, but I proved a lot of people wrong, definitely, yeah.
But now's not the time you're going to have time in your dotage to look back over your career. Now the time, I guess, is to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, the most important thing is not me individually, but the club in general. And we need to pull together as a group. And like you say at the start of this conversation, is we need to find a consistency in our performances, and that starts from everybody pulling together and trying to make our game and our game plan on Saturday as straightforward and as easy for us to follow as possible, and we can go there and hopefully get a good result against a really tough team.
Yeah, because the week ahead is Ipswich, before that Norwich, and before that Middlesbrough. I mean, these are big clubs that you're going up against. Middlesbrough, the first one. But I imagine, particularly coming out of the international break, looking at what you can do is the focus.
Absolutely. We've done a bit of work on that as well, and we need to focus and believe in ourselves more, that we can come and make a statement, and we can go into these sort of games and get a result. And I think when you're down there, you do lose a bit of belief, but that's the main thing. We need to get back a little bit, that believe we can compete at this level, and we are good enough, because we proved that last season. We proved that in certain games this year that we've played well in, and that we are a good side when we're at it, and we just got to find that sweet spot to be able to be at it more often than not.
Excellent, Sam, thank you.
Thank you.
Sam, as Jerome said, you've been here since League 2 days. How big for you personally? Obviously, you stayed up in the Championship last year, but to do that again this year, how big is that for you, and to keep that trajectory sort of going?
Oh, massive. But I mean, I know like you're talking a lot about myself, but it's massive for everybody, not just the players, not just the playing staff, like even like Johnny, the kit man, like just the people that works behind the scenes that you don't even think about. That it's massive for them as well, because it's the Championship, isn't it? It's a bigger, better league than this. The fifth most watched league in the world. So, I mean, if we can, as a club and as a group of players and staff, be able to keep this club in this division again, it would be a massive achievement and something that we are striving to do. And if we can do it, we'll be massively proud of ourselves to do that.
Yeah, and looking back at last year, obviously Gary wasn't through the door just quite yet. It's coming up on a year since he joined, I think. How do things feel now compared to at this point last season?
Good question. I mean, it is a long time ago, so it's weird. We had a really good start last year, and then had a really tough period before Des was sacked. And I think this year it's been more picking up points more inconsistently, if that makes sense, a little bit here and there. So it's strange, really. It's a bit of a different feeling, probably a bit more positive feeling, because it wasn't that long ago that we did win a game, rather than when this time last year we went on a really bad run of games where we were struggling and we didn't know where our next win was coming from. But now I think we're confident in there. We're probably a better team now as well, so we've got better players as well, even from last year, that we can go into games against good sides like Middlesbrough and get a good result. I mean, last year we went 1-0 up against them, and then it was an ugly scoreline. But this year we're fully going into the game knowing that we are more than capable of getting a result and getting the 3 points.
Yeah, looking at Middlesbrough, obviously haven't confirmed the manager just yet. Looks like it's going to happen fairly soon. Does that affect preparations, not knowing who's going to be in the dugout, and then looking ahead from that, Norwich and Swansea coming up as well, also without managers? So, I guess my question is, how does that affect your preparations with those unknowns?
Well, for us, not so much as players, because I think that's down to the management team. So it's probably a bit more difficult for them. But when they bring us a game plan and when they bring us what they think they're going to do and what we're going to do, then we fully buy into that. And I mean, it's probably a question more for the gaffer, but for us, it's just straightforward. You do as you're told, you know your job, and you try and do it to your best of your ability.
Yeah, and lastly, Will Vaulks picked up that award in the week. How big is is that for you to see someone on the team go and do something like that?
It's fantastic. I mean, I've spoke to him personally as well about how well he's doing and the work he does. It's so selfless that he spends so much of his time to help others, and he's so passionate about it. And obviously he has stories behind as to why he does it, but he doesn't have to do it. He does it to help others and help people and try and spread the word and the whole ethos about the Baton of Hope and whatever. I can't remember the other one he did before he come here, but it's amazing. He's got everybody onto an app which checks in every other week.
Everyone at the club.
Yeah, everyone. Well, I'm pretty sure. Definitely the players.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of great work in the community, and that you probably don't even see, but the recognition that he's got is fantastic and well deserved, and he should be really proud of it himself. And as his friend and his teammate, I'm really proud of him with the stuff he does, and he's a credit to him and his family.